So who remembers when he was a child and you were watching on your TV your favorite talking trains? I remember. And I remember I loved Thomas so much, Thomas and Friends, Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, that I had a lot of wooden toys, CDs, and I was watching the episodes on my TV a lot. And about the CDs, I have a lot of CDs too, and I'm gonna make a series. I'm gonna make some series when I will where I will talk about my DVDs, not CDs, yeah, DVDs, and I'm gonna talk about the episodes from that DVD. So let's talk about my first DVD. My exactly Salty Secrets and Other Stories. Alright, so yeah, this is my DVD player for my computer. Let's open it up. Alright, bam. Now let me put this here. Now let me put the DVD on. Alright, bam. So now it should appear on my screen. Oh, it appeared. Well, oh wait, it's Microsoft Store. Oh yeah, I have to choose DVD player. Oh wait, not this one. That one. DVD player free. Launch. DVD device. That one and DVD. Alright. Oh yeah, the good lane intro. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is my favorite intro from Season 6 because it's everything white, it's snow, everything is very white and snowy. So there's a thing, on YouTube, here it says Salty Secrets and Other Adventures, but on the DVD it says Salty Secrets and Other Stories.
All the engines on the island of Sodor love their work. But
sometimes it's too much work. That's when the packager... I don't remember that much, I'm sorry.
We heaved until the old freighter finally caught the tide. It's good to be useful.
I like Oleg Baldwin when he's talking like a pirate for Salty.
Soon Salty arrived at his new job. Ahoy, mateys! Salty, pride of the seven seas. A quarry, he cried. There must be some mistake. I'm a dockyard diesel. You're a quarry diesel now, Mavis said.
Now I'm kind of feeling sad for Salty.
Well, Salty said. At least there'll be trucks.
Oh yeah, trucks. There better be trucks. Cause trucks are very friendly.
Those trucks will trip him up soon enough, said Ben.
Wrong.
But to Bill and Ben's surprise, the truck seemed to give Salty no trouble at all. And the captain yawns. Yo ho ho, and a bucket of prawns, the tiller spins, sang Salty.
And the captain yawns,
sang the trucks. Here we go, here we go, here we go. No we don't, no we don't, no we don't.
Every time I was watching that part, I was laughing.
We couldn't have done it without him. Then I've got a bigger job for you, Salty. Aye, aye, sir. What kind of quarry is it? Brendam Docks. He gets more work done than any 3 engines and feels really useful. And only the trucks know his secrets. The tiller spins and the captain yawns.
Yo, nice ending. That's why I like the classic series. The stories are more, I don't know, better than the CGI's one. Oh yeah, and the outro with the nameplates there, and they are just smiling at the people. who are staring at the nameplate and not at them, like, oh my god.
The engine.
So Harvey to the Rescue is one of my favorite episodes because the part with the runaway, I don't know, is just my favorite part.
An exciting new arrival was an engine Cranky the Crane was unloading. It was heavy,
This makes my chain ache.
groaned Cranky. This is Harvey, the crane engine, Sir Topham Hatt said proudly. Thomas had just returned from a hard day's work. He saw Harvey parked near the sheds. Harvey could hear the other engines talking about him. This made him sad. Harvey's different, said Henry. He doesn't even look like an engine, said Edward. Surely Sir Topham Hatt won't let him pull coaches, sniffed Gordon. He's just cranky on wheels, said James. He's not taking my mail, said Percy.
I don't know why they are so so mean with Harvey.
Thomas felt sorry for Harvey. Don't worry. Sometimes it takes time to make new friends. What makes you special?
Oh, the part with the runaways coming!
Too late. He went off the rails at Bulgy's Bridge.
Wait, I wanna see if I wanna put the breakdown train theme at the rescue. Wait, I wanna see how it sounds. I think it sounds better.
That was the best demonstration of all. The gentlemen of the Railway Board have decided you shall join the railway. Mail, said Percy. You see, said Thomas, different can be good.
Huh? You didn't even say that. The flight control said that, not you.
All the engines agreed. Welcome to the Sodor Railway, they called. Harvey smiled happily. Brendam Docks is one of the busiest dockyards on all the island of Sodor.
So at that part, when someone was thundering in the middle, every time I was thinking it is Gordon, because on the next scene we can see Gordon coming the express, thundering and stopping, and that means it could be Gordon.
It's where ships and engines and cranes alike are busy day and night, every day of the year. Ahoy there, Cranky, cried Salty. Where have you been? Snapped Cranky. And a good day to you too.
Oh, I didn't remember this part when I was a kid, when I was a child. And because when I was a child I didn't know English because I'm not from America or England, or yeah, I didn't know what he was saying, so it wasn't funny for me. But now that I know English, it's very funny.
Captain, Bill and Ben arrived for work, full of mischief. Hurry up, snapped Cranky. I haven't got all day. You're no fun, grumbled Bill. You wouldn't be fun if you were stuck up here, snapped Cranky. So that's why you're cranky, said Bill. You're lonely, said Ben.
I am lonely.
I'm not, Cranky cranked. So it's company you be needin', said Salty. Reminds me of a lonely old Grand Banks lighthouse keeper. Not another one of your stories, cried Cranky. His arm around. And dropped the pipes. Onto the tracks instead of the trucks. Hat was in his office being measured for a new suit. When he heard the news, he left immediately for the docks. Reminds me of a story. It was a bitter cold winter. The brave little ship was
So this part with this story made this episode so epic.
Barely made it round the Cape. After 100 scary days at sea without a scratch, he sailed into port and crashed his bow not 15 feet from my buffers. Luckily, no one was hurt. Except my ears, wailed Cranky. He couldn't help himself. It was nice while it lasted, said Percy. And all the engines laughed. But Cranky was still cranky.
It's weird to see scenes from season 2 and 4 and 1 after watching an episode from season 6. So this part here is so calm. When I was a child, I was sleeping at this part.
First fogs had begun to roll in from the sea. Thomas, Annie, and Clarabelle loved the quiet of Misty Valley, but Thomas must be careful of rocks that sometimes roll onto the tracks. Large and strange looking. What is it? Asked Percy. It's a new invention, a railway foghorn, said Sir Topham Hatt. It warns you when there's fog ahead, like this. That's loud, said Percy. Too loud, huffed James. Sounds like a tugboat to me, grumbled Gordon. Thomas looked worried. What will Cyril do now? He asked. He will be getting a much-needed rest, said Sir Topham Hatt. Besides, this new foghorn will be more reliable. Poor Cyril, whispered Thomas. He's been scrapped. Percy was cheerfully chuffing through Misty Valley when suddenly...
Oh,
Jeepers, exclaimed Percy. That foghorn is so loud it rattles my dome. And it doesn't even make my axles tingle. Still, we'd better slow down, said his driver. There's fog ahead. Foghorn had been so loud that it made the hillside shake. No sooner was Percy out of sight when one rock fell, then another, and another. Before long, the track was blocked, and the foghorn was crushed.
Ha! Karma, bitch!
Said Thomas. And then, before he could even think of anything else... Bust my buffers, cried Thomas. What happened to the foghorn? I don't know, said his driver, but at least nobody's been hurt. Toby will be coming down the line any minute, said his fireman. If there's no fog warning, said Thomas, he'll run into us. Leave it to me, called a voice from the fog. It's Cyril, said Thomas. I hope he's in time, said Toby. New inventions are all very well, said Thomas. But they don't make my axles tingle, said Percy.
Well, that's a nice story. I like it. Because, I don't know, season 6 is my favorite season. Because it has a lot of my favorite episodes. Like Harvey to the rescue, mostly for Cranky, Thomas and the jet engine. Yeah.
Harold the helicopter loves flying. Up in the bright blue sky, over the island of Sodor, he looks out for anyone in distress.
Bro, my scenes from my remake are much better.
Harold the helicopter loves flying. Up in the bright blue sky, over the island of Sodor, he looks out for anyone in distress. Cross. The mail run is done. Is there any more? I can deliver it for you in a jiff. That's what friends are for. Delivering the mail is an engine's job, said Percy grumpily.
So this scene here is so beautiful. That castle or house, I don't know what it is, and Percy going down. No, not down. There, I don't know. It's just very, I don't know. Wow.
It makes him feel really useful. The next morning, Percy was happily pulling the mail train. Must be on time, he chuffed.
So I found a few days later, earlier, I found a bad day for Harold, but the narrator was Michael Brendam. I mean, look at this.
A bad day for Harold. Harold the helicopter loves flying. Up in the bright blue sky over the island of Sodor, he looks out for anyone in distress.
I mean, why they didn't put directly a bad day for Harold in season 7 if the narrator is Michael Brendam? I mean, like, huh?
Just as they finished loading, a signal engineer cried out. "It's fixed," he said. "Wait, Harold," shouted Percy. "I'm ready to go." But it was too late. Harold had already taken off. Percy watched the mail disappear. He was upset. But then they all heard a strange sound. "Watch out for those trees, Harold," cried his pilot. "My net is too heavy," wailed Harold. "Harold is in trouble," Percy cried. "We must try to help him."
How can you help him? You're on the ground. He is in the air. How? I like how James didn't care about Harold. Lol.
"Thanks for getting help to pull me out of that haystack, my friend," he said. "That's all right," said Percy. "That's what friends are for."
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh.
Thomas the tank engine enjoys taking specials. Today he was bringing a special to Brendam Docks. His load was to go onto a cargo ship. The ship was scheduled to depart at sundown. Thomas had to get to the docks before then. But the load was very heavy. So Thomas puffed as hard as he could. He pulled so hard, he broke his coupling rods. He wasn't going anywhere. "Oh dear," Thomas said, "I'll be late." His driver saw an old shed near the track. "If there's a telephone in there, I could call for help," he said. "Hurry," said Thomas, "and be careful. It looks spooky."
Yeah, I mean, it does look scary. I mean, look at it. It's scary.
"Elizabeth," said his driver. At last, the doors opened, and out chuffed a dirty, grimy steam truck. "So you're the little puffer that's broken down," she sniffed. Thomas was cross. And you're just an old steam truck, he retorted. That would be vintage steam truck, snapped Elizabeth. And I haven't much time to get your coupling rods. And next time, don't be so careless, she scolded. Thomas thought Elizabeth was the rudest truck he'd ever met, but he was very happy to get his new coupling rods.
I don't have that much to say about this episode because I this it was one of my favorite episodes, and I don't know, it was kind of boring. Yeah, I don't know.
Rolled up. Oh, it's you, said Elizabeth, looking down at Sir Topham Hatt. Have you learned to drive properly yet? She's in trouble now, said Thomas to his driver. Elizabeth, said Sir Topham Hatt fondly. My first truck. I thought you had been lost. They were old friends. It was too much for Thomas. Color and gleaming coachworks. You're the grandest truck in the whole railway, Sir Topham Hatt said proudly. I know, said Elizabeth even more proudly. And Thomas had to agree. She did look grand.
Alright, so we approached the music video. I don't know. When I was a child, it wasn't my favorite song. My favorite music video from Thomas and Friends is Night Train. That one is very, very nice.
Splendid engine, everybody knows, but he does go on and on and on, always telling us so. He is a splendid fellow, but he really is quite vain. Who do we mean? You got it, James!
I like the lyrics from this episode. Like, you know, it's like like James's theme.
Make way for James, hooray for James. Shiny, shiny paint with the jet black stack. Make way for James, hooray for James. What is for certain and we really should note? It's indisputable, but let's take a vote. He's a real splendid engine with a bright red coat. He can brag all day how fast he goes, how good he looks. He's such a pose. But what about the time he got covered in mud? Oh, what a dope, what a dud. But up and down the line, you hear the others say.
You know what I like at James' theme is like his theme is like jazz. It's like a guitar. I don't know. It's like a bass guitar. I don't know. It really sounds really great.
Speeding down the line like a lightning flash. Make way for James, hooray for James. Hang on to your hat as he whooshes past. Make way for James, hooray for James. He really knows how to stage a show. You gotta stand back and watch him go. He's a real splendid engine with a bright red coat.
Wow, this melody and this DVD is so nostalgic for me because this DVD bought my dad when I was 3 years old, and now I'm 12 years old. Like 9 years ago. This is so nostalgic for me.
Shiny, shiny engine. He's the race Brendam engine. Yep, that's our James.
That's James.
So yeah, that was the DVD. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you like it. Yeah. I'm Toby, the tram engine. I know I've changed my names a lot, like from Thomas the Dang engine to James the ketchup engine, now to Holloway the ketchup engine, and now Toby the tram engine. I know, I'm sorry, but I really like to change names. So yeah, I was Toby the tram engine, and I'm gonna see you in the next